the mafia or the Black Hand took care of Aunt Mary and Uncle John for about 8 months afterward. Paid all their bills, gave them money to live off of, and then when that was done, when Uncle John was healthy enough, they wanted to give him a no-show job on the docks, meaning that he would go once a week and pick up a check or cash, and he didn't have to work because they were appreciative of what he had done. But my aunt didn't want him to have any involvement with her, so she wouldn't let him do that. Uncle John was mad years later because he said it was like getting free money. But that's when he worked for the Worden County Road Department, spent 30 some years in there, and Aunt Mary was happy then. Or semi.
Had a legitimate job then.
Had a legitimate job.
She was never happy.
Well,
Who,
you
Aunt
know
Mary?
what I mean. She
Aunt
was,
Mary was never happy.
So what were some of Aunt Mary's favorite sayings? Mom, do you
God.
remember some of these?
Well, I remember a couple. One was up your giggy with a rusty meat hook. I don't know what a giggy was, but it sounded
But-
pretty funny. Another was, oh yeah, he's got a good job. He picks horse, shouldn't say
Fly
it.
shit.
but
Yeah, you can say it.
He picks fly shit off green peppers with boxing gloves. I don't.
I never heard that.
Oh, she said that all the time.
Yeah.
And then
and she
you.
would laugh.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Another one she used to say is, he doesn't know his ass from third base.
Yeah. From the hole in the ground, she'd say.
I always heard her say third base, but
You make my head itch.
Yes, that was.
She would get nervous. That's the truth. She would get nervous. She'd go, "Don't! You're making my head itch." And she would get so nervous. That was funny. I like that one.
All right, Aunt Lee. I want to learn a little bit more
Oh,
about.
wait a minute.
Oh, hold on.
Let me tell you about Aunt Lee and Uncle Don.
There you go. Good.
Okay, Aunt Lee was my favorite. I mean, she took me to dancing lessons. She would take me shopping. She'd do all kinds of nice Aunt Lee things with me. And so I was very possessive of her. I loved her so much. And so when Uncle Don came into the picture, I was really upset. I didn't want him to take my aunt away. You know, I was afraid that it would change our relationship. But eventually, of course, I learned to love Uncle Don, even though he did take her away.
All right, so let's learn more about this Uncle Don, your husband. Can you share a little bit about your experience, where you met?
Oh, what do you want to know about it?
Just keep it PG-13 for us.
Well, he was a good guy.
How'd you meet him?
How'd I meet him? My friend May introduced him to me.
What year was that?
Oh God, you have to ask me years. I can't remember. But anyway, yeah,
It was after the Second World War.
yeah. But we started to go together and eventually got married. And
Do you remember what year you got married?
no, I don't remember years. And what else do you want to know about him? He was a good guy,
Well-
but he was also a PIA. You know what I mean?
I do.
Tell
So-
them how you used to get the headaches.
Migraine headaches, of course. From
You used to get him?
yeah, so did your mother.
So tell me about Uncle Don's career. What did he do for a living? What was his trade?
First, he was, of course, he was in the Army, and then he sold insurance, and then he went with Biddy and Smith, and that was the end of it.
And he stayed with Benny and Smith for about, do you know how many years about?
No,
But it was a while, huh?
yeah,
So he retired.
yeah,
And where did you guys live together?
we lived in Alfred, and then we moved to Decatur, Illinois, and then St. Louis. And it was,
And of all those places, what was your favorite in living with him?
not St. Louis, because I think Decatur.
Decatur?
Yeah, we had a lot of friends there, and not many drinking friends. It was when in St. Louis where he met all these people and went to the racetrack and all that.
So did you guys have children?
Yes, we had two, a lovely daughter and a handsome son,
And
Donald and Linda, and they're both very, very successful.
Yes, they are. Anything you'd like to say about them? Anything, just a little bit more background on Linda growing up or Donnie growing up?
I think your mother can tell you more about Linda growing up than I can, because she was running around with a bunch of people that I didn't like, so I sent her over to stay with your mom.
And then when was that? How old was she then? She was about 17, is that right?
Yeah, she was just got out of high school. And from there, she started to work at McAlpin's. And from McAlpin's, she became a successful businesswoman.
Yeah.
And Donald, he had a lot of jobs. And he wound up with Benny and Smith too.
Following in his dad's footsteps a little bit.
Yes. Walked out on him one day, and now he's with McPherson, and I think he's doing very well.
All right.